Heyo, and welcome to this very unhinged sketchbook tour. As you saw, last week's video was the final YouTube illustration in my sketchbook, and I have just finished my last sketchbook illustration. So before I jump into anything else that I have to do, because the day of recording, I have 3 videos to record, including this one for Christmas and birthdays. I'm trying to get through stuff as quickly as possible, and the desk is a mess. I'm a mess. I apologize for any shakiness in the camera. I'm literally holding this tripod on a bed. I still wanted to get this tour done so I can start on my other one, but I'll just start off with this one to start. And just a reminder, these are the stickers in the front. And then for good luck, I have pictures of my cat, Lydia. I love her, miss her. But yeah, on to the first illustration in this book. There's 61 pages in this book, I'm pretty sure. So that's gonna be fun. The first one is, the fucking first illustration from the band AU, where Vincent and Racer formed an emo band called Crop Circles that I later added Thunder to. I wanted to do something with like groupie style, and I thought I cooked with this. I really did. Now I'm like, oh, the composition's all off, but it's okay. Next one is an installment of my Animal Crossing series, where this was, I believe her name is Miffy? Willow? 95% of her name is Willow. I already forgot. I've played Animal Crossing in so long. But this was definitely inspired by Green Day's album Saviors, and specifically the song 1981. Up next was a bunch of OCs that are like in high school era, which is what I wanted to do, like the bleachers and everything. So we have Racer and Plumeria's son Snapdragon, Giovanni and Julie's daughter Diamond, Zaro's son Dexter, his boyfriend Caleb, Traeger and Rafaela's son Florence, his boyfriend Cody, Deuce and Veronica's daughter Ophelia, Vincent and Dante's son Vinci, and Vinci's girlfriend Sophie. I did this at the Hoedown when I was still living in Pennsylvania. This was the Hipster Invader Zim from the comics specifically. And this was like a vibe I started to set for the sketchbook. I was like, oh no, actually, this one set the background vibe. This one just set the whole vibe. And I was like, yes, please. I love the way this one came out. This was done with the Faber-Castell markers. And I just love the way it looked. I can't remember this bitch's name, but she was from the Hell of a Boss short with the monster fucker. I can't remember her name, but I loved her character so much. She was so cute. And this was based off of the song Hello Kitty by Avril Lavigne. I love the pink and the bright purple. That background took so long to color though, but I love the way this turned out. 2 characters I haven't thought about in forever, but this is Eric and his girlfriend Tansy. And then their obnoxiously smart bird Gizmo, who's not dead. He's just really, really smart. He's a gullah cockatoo. Very smart, love him to death. And I just want to do something like for Halloween. That's kind of the vibe I got. Wait, now was this the Hoedown one? No, this might have been the craft fair. This was either the craft fair or the Hoedown. I'm 75% sure the Invader Zim one was the Hoedown, but now that I'm thinking about it, it might have actually been this one. But this is a redesign of my gem Sona Amber. Pretty sure this was, I don't remember now. But I wanted to change up her outfit, so I did that. And I love the way it looks now. And then have I drawn her ever since? No, but that's okay. Another installment of the Animal Crossing series. This one was definitely for Halloween. This one was Renee, and then a vampire-based outfit that I used Vampire Bunny by My Chemical Romance, because that's my favorite My Chemical Romance song. But the background is such like a fall vibe. I love this green color. Just love that. This was a Draw This in Your Style for the comic artist for Emmy the Robot. And it was originally something simple, but I went through, of course, and went a little step extra because I was really digging the backgrounds and everything. But I love doing something spooky, and with like the special lights, I just really liked it. And then we're getting into last year's Huevember, so I'm going to skip past some of these because they are speed paints on this channel. But this one was not. This one was based off of Take This to Your Grave, followed by, like I said, I added Thunder to the Crop Circles AU. So this is directly based off of the Take This to Your Grave album cover. This one is a speed paint, Phoenix, over the pentagram. This one is based off of Die for the Hype by Youngblood, My Little Persona, and some pink outfit. I just love that pink color. This one was a speed paint, Trick and Adoranth. I drew this one at a hotel, actually. I think we were like, not Christmas shopping. We were doing something, I don't remember what. This one was not a speed paint, but this is my character Pete, and this is not furry bait. I swear to God, this is based off of that one fucking meme of Dr. House. Like, if I find it, I'll pull it up, but if you know, you know, because Pete's a doctor, so. This one was a speed paint, Serpentius, after he was redeemed. And I took a guess on the Egg Boys. They did come back, as you saw, but not as chicks, but it all worked out. Was not a speed paint, but Dennis, Patrick, Courtney, Doc, and Patrick and Dennis's cat, Turkey. Just some chill vibes. They're brother and sister, so they just kind of have like double date nights like all the time. This is literally the women loving women, men loving men solidarity. And then this was the speed paint, which was probably the weakest of any Hue Ember I've ever done. The teal, because I struggled with it, but yeah, you know. Moving into Christmas, we have Quill and his fiance, Eliza. Just some Christmas date cuties. I was really hyperfixating on the two of these at the time. My persona walking through a downtown winter bakery just for some winter vibes with my buy and leave tote bag, because I do love the Game Grumps buy and leave. And this whole bakery aesthetic, like these specific colors, they're so good. Anniversary art for my fiance and I for our 9th anniversary, based off of the gazebo in the town I moved from. Christmassy. I kind of rushed on this one, so it's not like my 100% favorite, but it's a thing. This is from New Year's. I think I finished this like on New Year's Eve and didn't post it for like a couple days later. But Molly and this little flapper dress from Animal Crossing. And on New Year's, I was drinking strawberry wine, so of course that bottle was strawberry themed. And this is, all of my Animal Crossing stuff are directly based off of stuff near my island, or that's on my island. So this is actually what a part of my island looks like. It's so freaking cute. Axel and Spencer with their dog Larry. I was going for a vibe where they went, their storyline is they became homeless for a little while, and then my character Vincent basically bought them an apartment. And I wanted it furnished green, and now I'm like, it's too much green and it's not really my favorite. I was kind of going through an art block here, so I was just kind of pushing through it, so it's whatever. This one was still kind of in that art block vibe, but Courtney and Doc from before with their 2 children, Willow and Patricia. They're born on the same day. Girls, like, she was adopted, well, she was surrogated out. She had a hysterectomy, so she was using donor sperm to adopt this one, while she was pregnant from my character Mike's husband Case, who's also an Urkin. Mike is her boss. They're all best friends, so they're born on the same day twins, so they call them twins even though they're not even the same species, but it's fine. And then of course Mike is Hatsune Miku, because I live for cringe. I don't care. I love the way this turned out. Hatsune Miku is honestly probably one of my favorite creations. This was based off of the Youngbloods song Happier with Oliver Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon. I love the purple. I love this specifically made me think of the whole vibe, so I mean, I like it. Hendel and Jasper sitting outside castle walls, even though they don't live in the fucking kingdom anymore, but it's fine. I wanted the vibe. Everything here is a vibe, you know what I mean? I just love the nighttime, the soft nighttime, and then specifically the My Chemical Romance shirts. Like, I live for that shit. Then we got some characters, more characters. Henry and Jeffrey. Jeffrey is trans non-binary and Henry is a trans man, and this is their cat Claude. They own a pottery art shop. Jeffrey does most of the pottery, Henry just does the painting, but they're so freaking cute, and I was really happy with this rope swing when I did it. Vampire OCs Andy and Bates on almost what I would assume is their wedding night, under a full moon in an enchanted forest with all these special lanterns and stuff. Just, the vibe was so freaking cute. If I say vibe one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna like swallow a glass or something. Brody and Vask on their wedding day. I had wedding on the brain, okay? Vask is definitely, everything is pink, so Brody just goes with it, like whatever my husband wants, my husband gets. And yes, Vask is a man. Very, very feminine, but is a man. Even though everything is fucking pink, but we like the pink. And then we started on Mermaid. So this was Thunder and Seville on Mermaid. Oh yeah, I did workers on Mermaid because water-based stuff. And then next was Cole and Casper with their mermaid designs. Casper's a black clownfish and Cole is the lionfish. This is actually a redraw of something I did a long time ago. I say a long time ago, like 3 years ago. But this just turned out way better. This was actually a speed paint. You guys definitely did see this at the beginning of the year. Another draw of new style for Emmy the Mermaid. And I really like the way that the body shape turned out on this one. More Cole and Casper because I'm obsessed with them. Cole has a huge garden, so I wanted to draw something with his garden. And this is definitely when I started getting more into like the detailed backgrounds and everything. And this is when my life started to fall apart. You could just tell. This is in June, right before I left to go on vacation the first time. This was supposed to be a pride piece, and I didn't actually upload this until like months later. This was based off of TX2's song Hostage, and that whole song is about like the LGBT, which is why the chains are the lesbian flag and the asexual flag. And then I didn't draw anything for like a month and a half, and the first thing I did was my Animal Crossing series. Since I actually ran out of villagers, I just turned Zapdos into an Animal Crossing character, and then all of this is stuff I had drawn while I've been living here. So this is 6 months of art right here. Couldn't think of anything. Vincent and Dante, they're My Little Pony forms because why not? I love them. King and Blue kind of started off as an AU where King was, first of all, alive. I drew them in their dead forms, but AU when they were alive, he's homeless, living in a van, and he meets Blue, and then they end up traveling the country. But I decided to just draw them in the van in their demon forms or dead forms with their dog Fluffy. Then I was really digging some shading vibes. I was watching Bailey J draw the gazebo cats artwork, so I really liked that green shading, so I just wanted to draw some plants, and Edgar and Jerry definitely fit that vibe. And then of course we have more Vincent and Dante because we have South Park on in this house like 24/7, so Mr. Slave and Big Gay Owl, 100% the two of them, you can't tell me otherwise. Some angel and demon forms that I had for an AU a long time ago of Mike and Case. The whole story is super complex and I'm working on it very like coming out of it very slowly, but I like the way this one turned out. I love the background. This angle in the building could be better, but I like the way Mike turned out. I think he's cute. More My Little Pony art, but this time it's Cole and Casper and their super cuddly couch. Casper is a unicorn he has a damaged horn, and Cole took him to live up in Cloudsdale with some enchanted magic help. I love the glitter on this, okay? It's just sparkly. Blitzo's Pokemon team, because I was hyperfixating on Helluva Boss, and of course Blitz's team would be predominantly horse themed. Well, that's why I picked the Galarian Ponyta and the regular Rapidash. Mime Jr. and because he's a clown, Impotent because he's an imp, Lion Rock because of his daughter, Luna, and then Knocked Owl because Stolas. My voice is starting to go. I think my fiance gave me a cold. This mine and fiance's Hellsonas. We have Phoenix and Perseus, and of course, I'm thinking of a Hell Date with like Pokemon cards and stuff. It was just so pretty. Another Animal Crossing installment with Isabelle, and then this Mushroom Vet. I did this in like early fall, so I was like super into the color. This was also a Speed Paint Shivabu and Virion on their little date. King in Blue, this was based off of the song My Only Angel by Youngblood and Aerosmith. This was around Halloween, so I was going for like the Day of the Dead colors because King is Mexican, he is Hispanic, he does celebrate the Day of the Dead, so I was just going for that vibe. I need to stop saying vibe, oh my god. Draw this in your style for, I believe it was Serendipity the artist, with an Inky Cap Mushroom Girl. And this is honestly what made me want to start working with markers for like the rest of the sketchbook. This was that witch redraw we saw a couple weeks ago. Then we start off with Uvember. Again, we're going to skip past this really quickly because some of them were speed paints. Isabelle and Mackenzie. Undead Zombie Lesbians. This was a speed paint that was recently up with Phoenix as an angel. Some more Invaders in fan art because I drew Zim in the beginning of the book, so I'm going to draw Div now. And the blue vibe fit, especially with the song I picked for this, which was Susie Chapstick by Green Day. This was a speed paint, Racer and Plumeria in purple, Vincent and Dante in pink, Ember in red speed paint, Cole and Casper with orange, Thunder in yellow, and then we get to the bugs that I just posted recently, the Bug Lesbians, Orchid and Rosie, Orchid Mantis, Rosie Maple Moth, the video that was just posted last week, and then the final artwork is the Racer, Vincent, and Thunder as the V's from Has Been Hotel. And then we end that off with this, and the sketchbook is done. And now I get to sticker bomb this one. This is the new one. It's the strawberry one. It's so freaking cute. So now I get to go pick out all those stickers and put them in. Also, can you look at the difference between, like, oh my god, this is definitely a loved and used sketchbook. I love these Bailey J sketchbooks. Like, they're so nice. I haven't been using that hashtag at all. I'm such a bitch. Oh my god. Oops. Sorry, girl. I tag you in like every time I use this in my YouTube videos though. So yeah. Let's get the sticker.